We recently had a vote regarding replacing leaking windows in a building where I own a rental unit. The required improvements would cost each lot owner $30,000. I voted no, as my unit is not affected by the problem. At our recent Owners Corporation meeting, the Owners Corporation manager pointed out those of us who had voted no. This has caused some ill feelings and hostility towards us. I was under the impression my vote would be confidential.
Okay, so when it comes to confidentiality of voting, my understanding, and I wish to reiterate your comments at the start of this Q&A, that I'm not a lawyer, but and therefore my answers are of general nature. But my understanding is that any voting of an owners corporation is not confidential. So it's a requirement of an owners corporation to hold records of votes that occur, and therefore any lot owner or representative of a lot owner can inspect those records to understand who has voted in regards to that motion and which way they've voted as well. So in terms of secret ballots, my understanding is they just can't occur. I guess just to dissect that question a little bit further as well, when it comes to the cost of the window replacement, really important that the owners corporation is checking the lot boundary on the plan of subdivision or the strata plan. At times, owners corporations have got themselves in trouble where they've actually undertaken works to windows that are located on private property, and there is a story in the industry where an owners corporation did the works, the contractor didn't do a very good job. The owners corporation found out that they shouldn't have actually got involved, but then they were liable for getting another company in to rectify the works because they approved the works initially. And so when it comes down to the boundary of a lot, there's three key principles. It's either the internal face, the median face, or the external face of the lot. So really important to check the boundary. And then also my answer to the first question regarding whether works benefit an individual or a group of people rather than everybody. Potentially the window repairs could be a benefit to only those people. However, the question to ask is that if by I guess undertaking maintenance works to the external face of part of a property is going to benefit all owners because it's going to increase the value. It's a complicated, I guess, situation, but really important for the Owners Corporation Committee or the Owners Corporation to consider whether it's a benefit or not to, as I said, a group of owners.
Okay, wonderful. And just speaking about that too, Gregor, with regards to the necessity to replace the leaking windows as well and the obligation to the Owners Corporation to upkeep the common property.
Certainly. So in terms of if it's common property, the Owners Corporation is required to maintain common areas of the building. So there's no way out in terms of doing the works. Yeah. But when it comes to private property, if a lot owner hasn't undertaken the works, then the Owners Corporation has the ability to issue a notice to that lot owner to rectify if it's affecting the external appearance or the enjoyment of other lots within the Owners Corporation.
Okay.